I don't know about you, but when I saw this research, I was pretty blown away because you don't even need to start implementing these healthy things until you're 50 years old. The sooner the better, but these 4 things can add 14 years more to your life. And I'm telling you right now, they are just the basics that anyone could do. So here's what the research says. Researchers estimated that following a healthy lifestyle could add more years to your life, even if you don't start until you're 50 years old. How many more years do they estimate? Well, even if you don't start until 50, better if you begin earlier. Instead of only living to 79 years old for a woman, that's an average life expectancy. In the US, it's somewhere around 78, 79 years old. For men in the United States, it's about 75, 75 and a half years old if you're a man. So you can actually extend your life to 93 years old if you're a woman and 87 and a half years if you are a man. That's an extra 14 years for women and 12.2 years for men. That is what the research states. And it's pretty phenomenal. I mean, it really is, because when you look at it, it's almost like the fountain of youth to get another, what is that? It's not quite 20%, but that's about 20% more life when you look at it, because 7.9, let's round it almost to 8. What are we looking at? 15 to 16 more years. I mean, that's almost 20%. Pretty remarkable. But here's the thing. You should start sooner than later. So if you're 45 years old, 47 years old, or maybe you are 55, the sooner, the better. And they found that it works anytime really between, and this is what the study shows, 45 to 64 years old. Now, it doesn't mean that if you're 74 years old, it won't have any effect. It will. You might not get the full 14 years for women and 12.2 years for men, but you still get a dramatic improvement in overall health. So why don't we look at this? Let's actually look at what they did. And again, like I said, these are so basic. So here's what I want you to do. As I read them off, please just check off if you're doing them. And if you're not, I'm going to share with you the easiest ways to make them happen. All right, so just check off. Am I doing these 4 things? If you are, amazing, continue with them, and I'll share more details at the end. All right, so the first is this. Again, between the ages of 45 and 64, if you've gone many years without doing these, it's okay. But you want to get in at least 5 servings of fruits and veggies every single day. 4 to 5 servings every single day. Just think of it as 4 to 5 cups a day. We'll talk about how to do it if you're not in just a moment, but think to yourself, am I getting 4 to 5 cups of any type of fruit and veggies every single day? Just think about that to yourself. All right, the second one is this. Are you walking for 20 minutes at 1 clip per day? So basically, again, like let's just call it 8 o'clock in the morning walk to 8:20. Are you doing that for 20 minutes every day? Not 5, 4, or we could do it this way. Not 4 5-minute dog walks, but like, are you doing 20 minutes a day? It's still helpful, no doubt about it, but are you doing a consistent 20-minute real walk per day? All right, number 3, are you maintaining a healthy weight? I'm not talking about being super thin or anything like that. I'm just talking about a healthy weight. Are you maintaining an overall healthy BMI? And yes, if you're very muscular, you could weigh a little bit more. But remember, the more weight on the body, the more stress on the heart, which is the number 1 killer. It honestly is. Heart disease, heart attacks, vascular issues like high blood pressure, stroke. So remember, easier on the heart, the less you weigh. But again, it doesn't mean that you should be super thin. What I'm saying is maintaining a healthy weight. All right, that was number 3. The next one is can't smoke. It is one of the worst things that you can do for your health. And again, don't believe the hype with vaping or, your own specialty nicotine or any of those things. It is very important that you are not breathing smoke into your lungs. Yes, some smoke could be maybe better than others, but truthfully, even smoke from candles is a known carcinogen. It is dangerous for our lungs. So let's be careful. If you smoke, we want to make sure that you stop, and we'll talk about that in a moment. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you the 4 simplest ways that you can implement them, but ask yourself right now, am I doing all 4? But are you doing all 4 every day? Now, can you miss a day once every week or 2? No problem, right? The smoking one, not so much. The rest of them, healthy weight is more like, do you fluctuate up and down wildly? Hopefully not. But let's get into it. Let's make this easy. And then I'm actually going to create, and I'll do this in the future, so stay tuned. With Personomics, I've wanted to do this for a bit because I have so many bonuses with that book, but we're going to add another bonus. And it's going to be the top 10 things you can do to add an extra healthy 20 years to your life. This is going to give you 12.2 to 14. I've got a bunch more that have been shown to extend lifespan and decrease all mortality by at least 25, 28+%. Some of them as much as 42 to 63%. Pretty phenomenal. I will share more with you on those, but let's give you these 4 because these 4 are definitely going to be on it. There's no doubt about it. All right. So this is the simplest ways to get 5 cups of fruits and veggies a day. Let's just do 1 cup of fruit. Super simple. You're going to eat a cup of your favorite berries in the morning. Blueberries, blackberries, cherries, raspberries, wherever you want, ideally organic. They can even be frozen if you want. You can just thaw them out the night before and eat them with a spoon. They'll be a little messy, a little runny, but that's okay, honestly. That's totally fine. So here's what I want you to do. Add 1 cup of your favorite berries with your breakfast every single morning. Done. All right. Now we just have 4 more cups to go. Now, I want 79 servings per day, but this says 5 servings. We're going to go with 5. So I'm going to have you get 2 cups of veggies at lunch. So your lunch, no matter what you eat, honestly, you don't even have to change your lunch. Just add 2 cups of veggies to it. So ask for a side of whatever it might be. If a salad is the simplest thing that you can get at lunch, no problem. Get a salad. Salads are pretty boring. They don't have as many nutrients as cruciferous vegetables, but do your best. And then at dinner, try to get 2 cups of cruciferous vegetables. You might say, well, I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to do this. It's okay. You can literally get frozen. They're still nutrient dense. No, they don't have the enzymes, but that's okay. They still have the nutrients in them. So just get a big bag of frozen broccoli or frozen, it's called a California blend. It's cauliflower, carrots, and broccoli. Literally take out a baking sheet, put a piece of parchment paper on top of it, non-bleached, put your frozen veggies on it. Don't season them. Don't worry about it. Put them right on there. You can cook extras for the next day if you'd like. Put in the oven at 350 degrees. Cook them for about 20 minutes. They're done. Take them out, put them in a bowl, put a little olive oil on them. Add a little bit of sea salt if you want, a little bit of your favorite spices. Done. That's it. That's literally all you need to do. Eat 2 cups. That's it. And honestly, it takes 20 minutes, but you don't have to be a chef. I'm not a chef. That's what I do. It's super simple. And of course, my wife at dinner makes nice fresh veggies and it's amazing. But even if you just want to do frozen, that's what I'll do at lunch if I'm left to my own devices. All right. So what about the 20-minute walk? Again, I just want to share with you what I do to make this simple. Like this is literally what I do. For me, I get 7 to 9 servings for the first one. So I just put a little bit more fruit in my smoothie. You don't need to do that. But again, I'm just sharing with you. And the other one is this, is that I always have my daily fruit and vegetable blend powder or a greens juice. So if I'm ever not getting veggies for whatever reason, 1 serving, so again, I get 1 serving of my greens with my daily fruit and vegetable blend powder or some green juices. That's it. It's again, like just as a backup plan. It's not my first go-to, but I'm going to have that during the day. So easy. All right. The walking. I'll tell you right now, most days of the week, I am getting in a walk at around 7:30 a.m. until about 8:15 a.m. And that is my walk and talk. So that is either I'm chatting with a teammate early in the morning. Some people are as crazy as me. They wake up very early and they start work early, and that's up to them. But that's what I do. I have the time open, and those are kind of my open office hours. But sometimes I also use it just for walking and giving thanks truthfully and just my faith and all of those things at that time. I find that to be a really, really special time as well. So sometimes that as well, if I decide that that's what that is day and not when I'm going to be walking and talking. So simple though, like that's how you can get 20 minutes. I get 45, but truthfully, I started with 20 to 30, and I just worked up. And the reason is I wanted to get 5,000 steps early in the morning so that I didn't have to worry about getting my 10,000 steps per day, because I knew through the rest of the day, I would get another 5,000. That's why I did that. Okay. Number 3, maintaining a healthy weight. Well, I'll tell you this again, just being honest. Easiest way to get there is with a 21-day functional medicine detox, using the GLP tone system, using Metavolve, especially if you have sleep issues, low thyroid, low metabolism. Any one of those will work, but I'll tell you exactly what I did. I maintain a healthy weight, but I said, you know what? I could be 5 pounds less. And yes, I'm going to look a little thinner. I'm going to be a little bit leaner, but I want to do it for my overall health. It's just less stress on my body. I'm not too thin. I'm not getting too lean. I'm just leaner. And so what I did was I did actually a detox right after Thanksgiving. And instead of gaining back the 5 pounds, which I usually do for my weight, because I have a specific weight that I like to be at, I just kept the 5 pounds off. That was it. Like, it was super simple. And again, I recommend it for others as well. You can start to whittle your weight down to what you feel is an appropriate weight for you, not too underweight. And you can start to do that over this next year. All right, and the last one, again, I'm not going to give you smoking cessation-based advice, but there are so many ways to go about this. A lot of people do it through hypnosis. In Boston, there was, I don't know the man's specific name, but literally, he's a Russian man with a huge following, and he gets amazing results. And I literally don't even know his name, but he was doing this years ago, and he would have literally dozens and dozens of people come in for all sorts of different issues, but he became known for smoking cessation through a hypnosis and auto-suggestion. But there are many different programs, and you can use a program that fits for you, but it's so important in terms of heart disease and cancer and so much that you reduce, or I should say stop smoking. So that is that. That is how you can implement them. I really want this for you, because who doesn't want another 12.2 to 14 years of life if those are healthy years? And the truth is, you want to be able to enjoy your later years. You want to be able to have health and mobility. You worked for it. You deserve it. All today's show notes and these studies will be at stephencabral.com/3618. Take care, buddy.